It's the letter every car enthusiast dreads. The moment your dream car fantasy collides with the cold, hard reality of an insurance quote. You've been saving for years, maybe picturing yourself behind the wheel of a sleek, powerful machine. Then the number comes in and it's more than your mortgage payment. And here's where it gets really wild. While you're looking at that six-figure price tag on your dream Maserati, the insurance company is looking at a completely different number. For some luxury and performance cars, the annual insurance premium can top 5 figures, turning your prized possession into a black hole for cash. But it's not just about sports cars. This year's list of insurance nightmares has some truly unexpected entries that will blow your mind. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most expensive cars to insure in 2026. We'll break it down by market, the US, the UK, and Canada. I'll give you the specific models and the jaw-dropping price tags attached to their premiums. More importantly, I'll explain exactly why these cars cost so much to insure. Is it theft, repair costs, or the people who drive them? And stick around to the end, because I'm going to give you a practical plan to get cheaper insurance, even on a high-risk vehicle, so you can own the car of your dreams without going broke. Let's start with the biggest shocker. In the United States, the car that tops the list for the most expensive to insure isn't a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, it's the Maserati Quattroporte. According to a survey by USA Today, the average annual premium for 2026 Maserati Quattroporte is a staggering $10,737. That's nearly $900 a month just for the privilege of driving it. Right behind it is its sibling, the Maserati Ghibli, coming in at just over $10,000 annually as well. But if you think that's bad, wait until you hear about the ultra-luxury tier. According to MoneyGeek's analysis of insurance rates across the country, the Rolls-Royce Arcadia has an average annual premium of $27,541 for full coverage. Let me say that again. $27,541 for 1 year of car insurance. That's more than the price of many brand new economy cars. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire follows close behind with an average of over $11,000 a month. These premiums are driven by astronomical repair costs, limited parts availability, and the fact that very few mechanics are qualified to work on them. Now, for the performance enthusiast, the list is dominated by BMW's M Series. An analysis by carinsurance.com, which looked at more than 3,000 models, found that the BMW M8 Grand Coupe is the most expensive standard production car to insure, with an average annual full coverage rate of $6,744. The BMW M5 Touring and M5 round out the top 3, costing over $6,500 a year. But there's a twist. While BMWs and Audis dominate the performance charts, there's a surprising new player in the expensive insurance game that has nothing to do with speed. It's the electric vehicle. And not just the high-performance ones. While the Model S is predictably pricey at around $4,200 a year, the most common EV on the road, the Tesla Model Y, is also one of the most expensive. According to a report by the Financial Services Regulatory Authority of Ontario, owners of these vehicles can pay anywhere from $3,200 to $4,800 a year in the Greater Toronto area. A survey from Recharge confirms that the Model 3 isn't far behind, costing over $4,500 annually. The insurance industry is realizing that batteries are incredibly expensive to repair and replace, and that's a cost they're passing directly to the owner. So what makes a car so expensive to insure? Why will a Kia cost you a fraction of what a BMW does? There are 3 major drivers. The first is repair costs. High-end cars use expensive materials, specialized parts, and cutting-edge technology. A minor fender bender on a modern luxury car often requires recalibrating sensors and cameras, a process that costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars on its own. The second driver is theft. According to a report on the Canadian market by the Insurance Bureau of Canada, luxury SUVs like the Lexus RX, Range Rover, and BMW X5 are the most stolen vehicles in the country. Insurers look at those statistics and price their comprehensive coverage accordingly. And the third driver is purely statistical. Who drives these cars? Insurers have data that shows young drivers in high-powered sports cars have more expensive accidents. A 2026 list for young drivers puts the Maserati Quattroporte at the top with a $7,250 premium. The car itself isn't evil, but the risk profile attached to it is. Now, let's look at the United Kingdom. If you think US premiums are bad, the UK market is facing a perfect storm of factors driving prices up across the board. According to the FCA-authorized expert broker Wecover, premiums in the UK are at record highs due to new technology and economic pressures. The biggest culprit by far is the rise of electric vehicles. In the UK, Chinese EVs like BYD and XPeng can cost up to 3 times more to insure than their European rivals. And get this, some major UK insurers are refusing to cover them at all. Another major UK factor is relay attacks. Thieves are increasingly using devices to capture the keyless entry signal from inside a house, allowing them to unlock and steal high-value cars in seconds. Premium models from Range Rover, Audi, and BMW are particular targets, leading to huge claim payouts and dramatically higher premiums for owners. If you're in the UK and driving a Range Rover, you are paying a massive premium for the people stealing your neighbors. If you live in Canada, you might have the most complex insurance environment of all. While the US has a Maserati problem, Canada's insurance crisis is driven by 2 seemingly opposite factors. First, luxury SUVs. According to the list compiled by MyChoice, the single most expensive car to insure in Ontario is the Mercedes-Benz G-Class, coming in at a staggering $5,800 a year. This is followed by the Maserati Quattroporte and the Lamborghini Aventador. The top 10 is almost exclusively populated by expensive German performance models, but here's the Canadian twist. Look at the most expensive list compiled by the consumer site Ridez. While luxury SUVs are on there, the list is topped by models like the Lexus RX 350, the Honda CR-V, and the Tesla Model Y. These aren't supercars, they're grocery getters. In Canada, especially in Ontario, the cost to insure a Honda CR-V can be $4,400 a year. Why? Theft. A 2026 report shows these vehicles are prime targets for organized theft rings, and because they're so common, the claims volume is devastating for insurers. So, how do you fight back? How do you get a cheaper rate on an expensive car? First, you have to shop like a pro. While it's easier for cheaper cars, you can still save hundreds on a luxury vehicle. According to data from MoneyGeek, rates for the same vehicle can vary by hundreds of dollars between insurers. Don't just take the first renewal notice you get. Second, hack your policy. Raise your deductible. Removing collision and comprehensive coverage on a cheap car is a risk, but on a $100,000 car, you absolutely need it. Play with the numbers. Ask for a quote with a $500 deductible and one with a $2,000 deductible. The savings are often massive. Third, ask about specialty insurers. For high-value cars, especially in the UK and Canada, a broker who specializes in exotic or luxury vehicles can often find a much better rate than a mass-market online tool like Confused.com or Rates. CA, let me recap the key takeaways. Number 1. The most expensive car to insure in the US is the Maserati Quattroporte, costing over $10,000 a year. Number 2. For the UK, the biggest cost drivers are theft via relay attacks and the astronomical repair costs of new electric vehicles, with some Chinese brands being refused coverage. Number 3. In Canada, the most expensive cars to insure are luxury SUVs like the Mercedes G-Class and shockingly high theft vehicles like the Honda CR-V. Number 4. The high cost of insurance for these models is driven by high repair costs for new tech, extreme theft rates, and the statistical risk profile of the driver. Number 5. You can lower your premium by shopping around, raising your deductible, and asking specifically about safety feature discounts. Number 6. Never skip a quote just because the car is expensive. One company might be half the price of another for the exact same vehicle. Here's what I want you to do right now. Before you fall in love with a specific car, get an insurance quote for it. Not a generic estimate, an actual quote with your driver profile. This will take you 10 minutes and could save you from a 5-figure financial surprise. If you're already paying too much, run a quote with a different carrier. It's free to do, and you might be shocked by how much you're overpaying. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. What's the most expensive insurance quote you've ever seen? Was it for a car that surprised you? I'll see you in the next one.